You guys, everybody, do you know where that is?
Northeast Coast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Sort of, yeah.
Cape Breton.
Cape Breton, yeah.
Like W-R or R?
Breton. It's a tiny island at the top of Nova Scotia.
Yes.
Attached to Nova Scotia by a causeway. Used to be a ferry, but they attached it with a causeway. And we've been trying to blow it up ever since 1955. But it's a very unique place in the world. The Scots landed there in 1760, and it was all the poor Scots, people that got thrown into Scotland during the clearances. And unfortunately for the Scots, in Scotland, all the poor people were the best fiddlers. They didn't. That's where they went. That's where they played the fiddle the most. Was poor farmers, and peasants. It's all they had for entertainment, and they ended up bringing this incredibly old and unique style of playing. Basically, at the time, pipe music on the violin, where they attempted to imitate pipes on the fiddle, and it stayed. In Cape Breton, the violin has pretty well remained unchanged for 200 and some years. It was so isolated even after they got here that no outside influences affected the music. So it's one of the oldest. It is probably the oldest living form of fiddle music in North America. And then the French came, the Irish came to the eastern seaboard of the U.S. All these other massive styles of music all branched off out of all of that. And but if you go to Cape Breton, you can still sort of hear the original way it sounded 500 years ago. They played this way. And my father was a fiddler. And there's two sides to the island. They call the east side and the west side. The west side is where all the real Gaels settled. All the Highlanders started the coal mines, fishing. And just north of them, where I'm from, is where all the French Acadians went after the expulsion. Some of them went to Louisiana, some fled to Nova Scotia, the coast. So the music got influenced by them as well. There's this weird hybrid of music in Shettycan that's part Scottish, part French, and part Mi'kmaq Indian.
But with
Mi'kmaq, First Nations people up there, they are musical. So when they saw the fiddle, they started playing it too. They had another take on it. They played our music, our tunes, they didn't have their own. So they played Scottish melodies the way they interpreted them, right? So it's a really interesting mixture of stuff. And as time went on, we started to draw music from the great Celtic composers, like J. Scott Skinner and Neil Doe and William Marshall, and always playing it in this old style. So when we go over to Scotland, the Scots are fascinated by us because they all play this music like it's classical. Because all the poor people left, and the English came in, and the Scots who remained, who played the violin, all did it classically. So they're like, when you hear the music over there now, it sounds like Yehudi Menuhin playing it. It doesn't sound like Buddy McMaster, right, or whatever. So this is a set of tunes my father played. It's ancient. It's out of the Marshall collection, I think. But they're difficult tunes too. They're not for the faint-hearted. A lot of fiddlers won't touch these tunes. They're just too hard to play.